All right, this is a good situation. I have a meeting in like 10 minutes, so I can't be long-winded here, right? And also, this is Monday. It's been requested that we have Ed Puzzle on Monday, so I'm rushing it to you know, production. And also, where's my inner? There are two people that finished the assignment all together. One person got hundreds on everything, one person got zeros on everything. And so now they're working together and everybody else has this video. Now, keep in mind the assignments were posted on Friday. You didn't have to do them over the weekend, but you could. And it doesn't impact your grade negatively if you didn't. But it does change your class experience. So, okay, so here we go. I've written down the equation. I'm gonna draw a line under the equal sign. Even though there's so many more terms, I'm still gonna use the same strategy that I taught you with the two-step equations. We're gonna look at all of our terms here, note which ones have variables, and they're gonna go on the left side. 4K is already on the left side. This negative 2K is gonna go on the left side, but it's gonna be positive 2K. Over here, we're gonna have our number terms. So we got 2. We have a negative 6 right here, right? So over here, it's gonna be a positive 6. We have a positive 20. So over here, we're gonna put a negative 20. Now I have considered all my terms, right? I think. So now I have my rearranged equation. I'm gonna combine like terms. So that is gonna be 6K. And this is gonna be 2 plus 6 is 8. And then 8 minus 20 is, okay, 20 minus 8 is 14, negative 14. And so now I just divide both sides by 6. And I get K equals negative 14 over 6. I can divide both the top and the bottom by 2 to get negative 7 over 3. Now we can check our answer, but there's a check button on the Khan Academy. So I usually like to check that way. See, I did make a mistake. So let's look and see where it is because my process is good. I'm confident about that. But let's see. Maybe you found my mistake already. Let's see. All right. So we got 6K plus 14 equals 2. And I have the 6K. It looks like I have the. Okay, so let me pause it and find my mistake. Okay, I found my mistake. Sorry, guys. It's just come to my attention that 8 minus 20 is not 14. It's 12. Sorry about that. Okay, so then that would just be, so just scratch all that. So 6K is equal to negative 12 over 6. Oh, I mean, K is equal to, let me do a second. So K is equal to negative 12 over 6, which is negative 2. You probably want to do another one. But it's important to know that when you get one wrong, just make sure, as I think you all are, looking through and trying to find your mistake. And probably not a big one. Or if it is, then that's a red problem. Okay. Let's try another one. Same strategy. In fact, for all of these, we're going to be doing the same thing. So here, I have my new equation. Here's my equal sign. So I draw the line. And I'm going to put my variable terms over here. I got the 9e. The negative 5e is going to become positive 5e. And the positive 13e is going to become a negative 13e because they're going over the line. 4 over here is going to become a negative 4. And then I'll just bring down the 14. Okay, let's see if I can combine these correctly. That looks to be about 10. And then over here we got that's 14e minus 13e. Oh, I'm not even looking. But this is very nice. That e equals 10, and we see e equals 10. Okay. So let's do next one. This one has decimals, but guess what? The strategy is still the same. It's just that we have decimals now. And I would like to encourage you to not use a calculator for this material. But in general, as we get older, you do use calculators for when the numbers get big and they're in the middle of doing something else. The only problem is if you do start using a calculator, you are, I experienced it, going to get rusty at fractions and decimals. And the only way that I got much more confident in them was when I started teaching, kids during the summer and then teaching sixth grade. And then it was like, oh yeah, I remember this. So anyway, so let's do some variables on the left. And that's going to be a positive 3k, right? Coming on over. And numbers, I got my number here and a number here, and they're both going to go here. So negative 4.5, it's got to be negative because it's positive over here. Bring down the 18. And so negative 4.5 plus 18. So I'm just going to do 18 minus 4.5. So I just put a 0.0 up there. And I'm going to so that's 5. 7 minus 4 is 3. Bring down the 1, so it's 13.5, and the bigger number is positive. Over here, we got 1.5 plus 3 is 4.5. Divide both sides by 4.5. This is where I would just use a calculator. But because I'm doing it on the video, I am not going to use a calculator. I'll put the denominator on the outside and the numerator on the inside. And then you can move the decimal place over one space in both directions. And then you just write down your multiples of 45. And look at that. 45 goes into 135 3 times. So the answer is 3. Yeah. The answer is 3. Okay. So there's another decimal, another decimal. You guys want to do a fraction? The fractions have common denominators. Let's find out. Okay, all these fractions have common denominators. Well, I'll do one. Oh, well, let's skip that and let's do the equation with parentheses and then one equation with parentheses and a fraction. And then any others will be traffic light problems that we do. Okay, so here we go. 8 times 10 minus k equals 2k. So everything I've been doing stays the same. Just the first step now is to distribute. So I know in the two-step equations you could divide to start, but going forward, it's a k. It's going to be a lot easier if you distribute. So 80 minus 8k, there we go, equals 2k. Draw the line, put those variables on the left, put that number on the right, change in sign. We got a negative 10k over here. We got a negative 80 over here. We're going to divide by negative 10. And k equals 8. Final answer. I hope you see how we're building on the process we did during two-step equations. And if you took time to learn that process, then this one, even with all this crazy stuff, isn't going to be something we can't handle. Might be a little bit of a challenge, but you can rise to the occasion. All right, last one we're doing here in this video. So I'm going to distribute, just like I said, if there's distribution possible, go ahead and distribute. And 10 times 3 is 30. And 10 times -2 is -20. And we put our variables on. Why did I write 30 over 5 plus p? That is just not right. Okay, where's my eraser? There's my eraser. See, doing the ed puzzle, it's early in the morning. Okay, so 30 over 5 is 6p. Okay, so now we're going to put our variables on the left. Oh my goodness, I didn't draw the line. There we go. Numbers on the right. And combine those like terms and we'll be out of sight. 2 minus 6 is -4. Divide both sides by -4. And p equals +6. Isn't that great? All right, let's see. Let's make sure. Saw that first one. This field could be wrong, but I'm not wrong. And so when you check your work, if you want to check your work, that would be great. You'll never have to get a wrong answer. You just substitute that number back into both sides and make sure that you get the same number on both sides. All right, so now we got our Ed Puzzle video for the week done on Monday. I'll see you in class.